Clement from the Council of Canadians. The one and the only.
I think I'm last, but certainly not least, I hope. In which for inviting the Council of Canadians to be part of this day. Ani. The Council of Canadians stands in solidarity with the sisters in spirit on this day. The Council shares the values of Canada's Indigenous people, protecting Mother Earth, universal access to good water, respect for people, the rights of people. We know and recognize that Canada is still not respecting all the needs of its Indigenous people. There are poverty on the remote First Nation communities. On July 31st, 2015, there were 133 drinking water advisories in 93 First Nation communities in this country of ours. That was excluding British Columbia. In Ontario, there were 43 communities that had water advisories, meaning that the water was at risk, a very basic element to life, air and water. And Canada has not looked after that very critical need, and this has been going on for a long time. The educational system on those remote reserves is not the best. The findings of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, there's still work to be done. And that's been going on for a long time. And of course, we have the residential schools, a shame in Canada's history. Much work needs to be done for our Indigenous people. The Assembly of First Nations National Chief Perry Bellegarde has said that a national inquiry would help expose the colonial roots of violence against Indigenous women in Canada. The Council of Canadians supports that position. We agree that, and I quote the National Chief, every Indigenous woman and girl should feel safe every time of every day in every place in Canada. Mr. Harper has refused to appoint a commission of inquiry. He brushed it off, saying that this is not a social matter, it's a criminal matter. Anyone who knows anything about crime understands that there are social roots to crime. The Prime Minister does not care enough or is too ignorant to understand that phenomenon. This phenomenon, this outrage, needs a commission of inquiry. This weekend of action of the Sisters in Spirit will hopefully remind the citizens of Sudbury that this issue is still important and that action by the Government of Canada is necessary. What else can we do? In March of 1960, a progressive conservative Prime Minister, John Diefenbaker, enacted the law that gave First Nation people the right to vote. Now that's bad news and that's good news. Why would it take until 1960 for these people to have the right to vote as Canadian citizens? But the good news is that provides a tool for action. On October the 19th, we have the federal election coming up. Every one of you in this room who can vote, I urge you to vote for a government that will support the kind of action that we need. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. It is critical that we pay attention to this date in our history. As we march through our city streets, we can think of a few of the many who have suffered from this outrage in our Canada, because this is about people, Canadian people. I leave you with the names of Loretta Saunders, Marlene Bird, Tina Fontaine, Renelle Parker, and we'll be handing out some information about these victims as we're leaving to go for our march. Miigwech, thank you.